Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we're going to do a reading on the friendship, connection, bond between the Shawns, is what I'm going to call them. It is Sean P. Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter. So let's go ahead and see what the connection between them is. Look, that card happens to be upside down already. I didn't notice it while I was shuffling, but the moon is, in the reverse anyways, is about secrets coming out into the dark. So we're going to get started, and then we'll just pull main energies between these two people. I'm going to have Diddy on this side and Jay-Z on this side. We'll do shared energies in the middle. What is Diddy's current overall major arcana? Diddy's current overall. And Jay-Z's overall major arcana, please. Jay-Z's overall major arcana, please. And what is the main energy shared between these two people, please? The main energy shared between these two people. And what is the main major arcana for the relationship that they have? The major arcana representing the relationship they have, please. Okay. So let's get started with that one. The overall major arcana for the relationship that they have is a relationship of overindulgence. It is about having extremes. They are part of they are members of the Black Billionaires Club, and there are not a lot of members, and so we frequently saw them together. And I think at those parties, whether it was overindulgence in food, alcohol, recreational substances, or sex, this is about not being able to live or operate in moderation. This is swinging from extremes and not even worrying about if you can, walk a straight line. Now let's see what Diddy's current overall major arcana is. Oh no, he didn't. So the Devil card, this is about someone who, first off, is exceptionally egotistical. This is about someone who indulges in whatever they desire. This is a hedonistic energy. Again, we just talked about living a life of overindulgence and not having any kind of moderation. Imagine how much more indulgent you would be if you pretty much had all the money that you could ever want, like billions of dollars. Jay-Z and Diddy both were not just music moguls. They had well, I don't think Jay-Z had alcohol, but Diddy had alcohol. They both had fashion brands, and they had billions of dollars. So imagine the joy, the hedonism, the things that you could do, the trouble you could get in, the indulgences that you could afford if you were in this position. And I think that this is also talking about the things that have bound us, the things that have tied us. And I also notice that there's fire under his feet, and if there's fire under us, it may start to consume us. So that is Diddy's current overall major arcana, and here we see the main energy shared between them is the Judgment card. And so this is about taking accountability. This is about being held responsible for the things that we have done and how it has affected the community as a whole. Now, because this is a shared energy, I think that in different times, this could have been them kind of patting each other on the back, being proud of one another, because that was a very small group that they were involved in or a part of. As far as billionaires, who else is it? Diddy, Tyler Perry, Jay-Z, and Oprah. I feel like I'm leaving someone out. Maybe another 2 or 3 people. But what an elite and exclusive club And so to have someone, nearby you in such an elite club, that would be, I think, something that is really validating, and that could be someone that you gravitate towards. And so I think in, prior days, they would have been happy for each other. They would have a kind of spoken business. Well, what have you done? How successful were you with that? What were the pros? What were the cons? But now, considering the arrest with Diddy, I think that this judgment card is more about taking accountability and being held accountable for the things that we have done that have rippled throughout society and the community. And now let's see Jay-Z's overall major arcana. Oh, the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so I think that this is him distancing himself. I think that he has been in this energy for a while. I want to say, was it last year or the year before when he canceled, is it his Rockefeller brunch? But I think it was when Diddy first got in trouble, maybe when he first got raided. Jay-Z canceled it, and I think it was because, well, people speculated that it was because he didn't want to have to address whether or not he was inviting Diddy. But it looks like there are definitely two people here who may have been very close at one time, but now they are going in opposite directions. Also, if I didn't say it before, please remember that I'm just a weirdo recluse who is playing with some cards for fun. This is all for entertainment, and everything said here is alleged. Now, let's continue to pull cards on the Shawns. So, I want to know Diddy's energies towards Jay-Z. What are Diddy's energies towards Jay-Z, please? And what are Jay-Z's energies towards Diddy? All right, I see you don't want to talk. They're like, don't ask me. Oh, we're asking. What are Jay-Z's energies towards Diddy? And what are the shared energies between these two people? All right, let's start with Diddy. His energies towards Jay-Z, King of Pentacles in the reverse. I also feel like this Four of Pentacles should be read in the reverse as well. We got the Five of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so he is feeling that he is having trouble. Diddy is having trouble letting go of the stuff that he already has. Like, I think that they said that he even opted to put one or both of his mansions as collateral to get bail, and that was rejected. And he is wanting to have the people that he partied with and that were at these places where they drank and they laughed and they had fun. He is looking for them to come and to support him now. He is looking for his friends that he was partying with. But I think that instead of that, even if he doesn't get them, he would like some kind of generosity. He is looking for some kind of help, particularly some kind of financial help. And I think that he is a little upset because I do think that Jay-Z could be a King of Pentacles, and this one is in the reverse. So this is somebody again who they're saying, hey, don't depend on me, don't count on me, don't ask me. And then with the Five of Swords in the reverse, he's looking for anything that he can get from Jay-Z, even if it's not public. He's looking for communication. He is looking for comfort. But he is also hoping that Jay-Z can help him to resolve something. And I get the feeling that even if it's not like for Diddy himself, maybe like, hey, watch out for my kids. Hey, my daughters need tuition, that kind of stuff, but I also think that he is a little bit envious. He is a little upset and angry. We see the Aries here. Look, fire, He's upset with Jay-Z. The King of Wands here is creative genius. Jay-Z is a creative genius. I would say even more so than Diddy, because Jay-Z, I get the sense that he does a lot more of his own stuff than Diddy does. Diddy has gotten famous from other artists, but Jay-Z kind of built his own empire, and that is what the King of Wands does. And I think that he understands that Jay-Z is stepping back. He doesn't want to be affiliated with him. He doesn't want to be associated with him. And it is very painful. The Ten of Swords is a betrayal card. It is feeling like you are at your lowest point. But the thing with the Ten of Swords is, as painful as it is, this is a very much needed end to something. Now let's read Jay-Z's cards. We got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Swords in the reverse. Everything is in the reverse. All right, so he's like, get on out of here. Don't come around me. Don't talk. Don't speak my name. Leave me out of it. You did this. This is the big D energy. This is the big D card. Your dangling got you in trouble. You in bad financial luck. You in trouble now. Everything has come back to get you. Leave me out of it. I'm trying to do my own thing. I'm trying to move forward, and I don't want this attached to me. So I'm gonna, keep my head down. I'm gonna keep working, and hopefully I will not be drawn into this. And then the shared energies between these two, the Page of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Devil in the reverse. So this is the second time that we've got the Devil, and this is between them. This is a shared energy, but in the reverse. Now, one thing about the Devil in the reverse, usually I don't mind the Devil in the reverse, because it can talk about like letting go of dependency. It could talk about releasing bad habits or toxic relationships. But sometimes, depending on who it is that we are reading on, this can represent like an enabler. It can represent two people that make each other worse. And I get the sense of that here, because we have, and as we speak, one of my candles is about to tip over. And it will not go out. Got it. I didn't want to start a fire. So I get the sense that this is about Jay-Z trying to release himself from maybe the things that he has done with Diddy and in his past, because people are looking at Jay-Z and they're like, okay, well, you spent all this time with Diddy, you had to have known something, so what have you been up to? So I think that he really is trying to step away, but I think that this is also symbolic of the excessive fleshly things that they did together, whatever that might be, whatever the flesh is. It could be vanity, it could be sex, drugs, rock and roll, alcohol, it could be anything like that. And I think that they did do some of this stuff together, even if it was based on like greed, because they were trying to be successful. And at some point, I'm guessing that they did compare each other to one another. I also think that it talks about that they're not nearly as close or having as much communication as they had at one point. And I do get the feeling that Jay-Z is probably not going to be doing a whole lot of traveling. I know that some people are on like private jet watch to see if he and Beyonce take off to go with Russell Simmons. But I get the sense that they're going to stay put and really just try to keep their head down, sunglasses on, and like not draw any attention. But I do think that there is definitely some negative energy here, and I also think that each of these people are worried about themselves. But Diddy is kind of upset with him, Jay-Z, because he's like, hey man, where you at? We've been through all this together and now you just leave me high and dry. And I think that this right here is representative of Beyonce. I think that Beyonce is kind of in the middle. This is the Queen of Cups. This is a mother energy. This is someone who is usually very nurturing and, kind and loving and supportive. But, I do get the sense that she feels like she is stuck in the middle. So now I want to know, what can we know about their relationship behind closed doors? Ooh, sneaky. What can we know about their relationship behind closed doors? Their friendships, their collaborations, the times that they just spent together. What can we know about that and those energies? Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords and we got the Seven of Cups. So first thing that comes to my mind is that these are sevens and these are solar plexus. So this is about what you can do. This is about doing something that might just put you right on the verge, almost like testing your limits. This is a Scorpio card right here, and this is about like having so many possibilities, and I think that it goes back to them both being so incredibly successful and financially prosperous. So they could pretty much do anything that they wanted, like anything they put their mind to, they could make it happen. But there is also good and bad here. So if they wanted to do good, they could. If they wanted to do bad, they could do that too. And I think that one of the things is that there was some sneaky, lying, tricky, deceitful energies between them. So I don't doubt that they were friends and colleagues, but I don't think that they trusted each other. How does Jay-Z feel about Diddy being arrested? How does Jay-Z feel about Diddy being arrested? And how does Diddy feel about Jay-Z still being out free? Look at that. All major arcana. All major arcana. Okay, so first off, look at all the cards that came out for Diddy, and all of the cards that we've been getting for Jay-Z. Not a whole lot is coming out. It's like they're very tight-lipped. Like they don't want to do much. They don't want to say much. And it reminds me of how Jay-Z seems and how Diddy seems, how he comes across. Diddy is real loud and outgoing, and he draws a lot of attention. But from what I've seen of Jay-Z, he kind of hangs back. He's real cool. He's real low-key. He's not going to draw too much attention, until he's like out on stage and front and center. But otherwise, Diddy wants all the attention. And so I think that we get the difference between the two of them. We got 2 cards here and 5 over here. So as far as how Jay-Z feels about Diddy being arrested, he's like, this is something that was coming. You should have felt it. You should have seen it. As spiritual as you are, as many people as you hear talking about what you do, and as what you just went through, this huge thing with Miss Ventura, you should have known that you should have taken a step back, but you didn't, and now you got caught up. You have been caught, and now you're not going to be able to get out of whatever it is that is coming to you, which is, having to face the justice system. Now, with P. Diddy, we got the 2 of Swords in the reverse. We got the Death card in the reverse, the Sun card, the Strength, and the Nine of Cups. So I do think that that Diddy is upset because I think it's one of those situations where it's like, first off, he's not going to say, oh, well, okay, even if I did this, what about what this person did and that person did and this person did? You ain't got them, because he can't do that because, then he's going to be saying names and pointing fingers, even though a lot of people think that Diddy's already working for the feds. But he knows that he could sing. He knows that he could be an informant, and I don't know exactly how good a deal he would get, considering that he is being put at the top of the Combs enterprise, I believe is what the DA called it. But I do think that, he knows everything that he has on his tapes, who's been involved. And I think that right now he's really just trying to delay and see how stuff starts working out, see how his defense comes out. And then, it's a difficult decision for him. Do I just continue to defend myself, or do I start giving names? Also, I think that, again, I said this before, this is a card that is about wish fulfillment. It could also be about greediness, or, having a very big ego, or being overly self-confident. But I get the sense that this talks about Diddy having practitioners work in the background for him, like conjuring stuff up, protective stuff, stuff to switch energies into his favor. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. I also think that this really is, for a lack of a better term, this is the hill that Diddy's gonna die on. Like, I am innocent. And I think that he is trying to come across as kind and patient, and he's doing whatever he can to persuade people that he's not a bad guy, like he didn't do this stuff. But I don't think that it's going to change anything with the way that people see him, because it looks like a lot of people have been waiting for this. They have been waiting for Diddy to be locked up. And what can we know just about energies and things that have gone on between these two people? Thank you. Energies and things that have happened between these two people. We have two cards. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Ace of Swords in the reverse, this is about, I think that they've had things that did not take off. So if they planned on doing an album together, and I know that they have done a lot of collaborations already, but if they planned on doing an album together, then there was at least like two that didn't get off the ground. And I think that they had real bad communication, and I think that they lied to each other a whole lot. And they just did not feel not committed. They didn't feel loyal. They weren't loyal to one another at all. They were often very hostile, and it could have just been like horrible thoughts, but sometimes the things that we do or say or think, we put that energy into the universe. And sometimes when people don't want the best for you, you can feel it. And I think that, this is a friendship and a connection, a business partnership that was destined. They were destined to meet up and to work together. And I think that this is, maybe they even were friends in a different life, but it looks like they also sowed some karmic seeds together. And I think that, they were together and were able to enjoy when each of the other was on the way up as they grew and expanded. So now I want to know, how, if at all, is Jay-Z related to these allegations? How, if at all, is Jay-Z related to these allegations? So we have the Judgment card again, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Justice card in reverse. So, I get the sense that Jay-Z has been around while stuff was going down. He has seen stuff. I don't believe that he participated in too much, but I think that he might have an ace up his sleeve. Like there is some truth that he has, and it's like he's holding on to it until he's holding on to it as a safety net. And if he has to whip it out in court or to save his own behind, then he will. Look, and then we have another, look at this. There is something. What does Jay-Z know? That's what I want to know. What is this ace up your sleeves? Because he is definitely, and I told you I felt like this was him earlier, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and that was how Diddy was feeling towards him. So I don't think that Jay-Z is necessarily in the clear. I think that Judgment may be, a possibility for him as well, because maybe he needs to be held accountable for things that he has done that affected the community and rippled throughout the society. But I think that he has something that he feels is a new level. It's an awakening. There is something up his sleeve. He's got some kind of truth that could lead to his own leveling up. What else can we know about this friendship? Ooh. All right, we got the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress in the reverse, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Why am I feeling like the question that I just asked, what is it that you know, has to do with Kim Porter and her arresting. Something that was, it was a evening out. Something was given and something was taken. And again, I don't know why I feel this, but the Queen of Swords in the reverse, she is a mean old bitch. And I get the sense that this is Diddy's energy. And I think that he is bitter. Like there is something that, and he does not like an independent, talented, wealthy, feminine energy. And if he doesn't like an independent, wealthy, talented feminine energy, he ain't gonna like no masculine energy that is independent and wealthy. So I think that he is the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and that's not someone that I even want in my circle. Why am I feeling Miss Porter? Why am I feeling Miss Porter here? What? Look at that. Cards just start flying out when I talk about Miss Porter. Tower, Jesus. Three of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so first off, yeah, I think it's Miss Porter, guys. I think that this talks about, things that they did together, not just him and her, but maybe this is, maybe Jay-Z is included. This is at least three energies, if not more. And I think that there is something that kind of is hanging around and haunting the dreams and the subconscious mind, that has to do with Kim Porter. She is the mother figure. She is solid. Look, this queen is even a nice, beautiful, dark chocolate like Miss Kim Porter was. So I think that there was definitely some going from the frying pan into the fire. And I think that it is some catastrophic thing that happened. Well, that took a turn. I didn't expect that. Now I want to pull some of my oracle cards on some of the fellowship time that these gentlemen may have done together. Tell us about the recreation time between Jay-Z and Diddy, and anyone else, but at least these two. What are the energies of time that Jay-Z and Diddy spent together? Get in a room. That came out in Diddy's reading earlier too. I did an arrest reading on Diddy, and that came out. What else can we know? What else happened with these two? Or during their time together, during their parties and get-togethers. So, get in a room. Hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure. Already knowing the tea, huh? Tell me. Insecure, okay? I think that power had something to do, or making people do whatever they did had to do with their insecurities. I hate nothing about you. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded, destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up, caught up, finding evidence, getting caught, cheating, caution, caution, hater, and sexual protection. Yeah, so definitely some interesting cards. And I want to show you some of the other ones because they're not all sexual, but these seem to be kicked to the curb, bank failure, sex shop, falling apart, falling into pieces, setting the record straight, burning evidence, tired of drama, anger management, divorce, breaking contracts, game over, expecting new beginnings, fake friends, watching shit go down. See, so not all of these have to do about sex, but a lot of the ones that came out have to do about sex. So that's interesting. But so that is my reading on the friendship and business connection between the Seans, both Sean P. Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter. Thank you for being here. I will see you in my next reading. And if you're interested, today we used the Van Gogh Tarot deck. Those were all of my major arcana. We used the Learning Tarot Cards Tarot deck. My oracle cards were the What Lies Beneath Oracle, Hidden Futures. And then, oh, we didn't use my Disney Villains cards today.